Guys, it is Sandra from Gracious Goodness Essentials. I am making one of my favourite drinks, which is called a singing canary. It's not my recipe, it is a recipe from the Trim Healthy Mamas, and I do not feel bad at all sharing this recipe because it is free on their website. If you look up www.trimhealthymamas.com, you will find this singing canary recipe. But all it is 2 whole lemons. So these lemons are from my orchard at home, and they're pretty huge and they're a bit pithy, and you know what? That is perfect. I've just peeled them, but I've left all the white pith on there, and it actually adds to the flavour. The pith is full of biflavonoids, but it does mean that you can't kind of keep this drink in the fridge for 24 hours or so because it will go a bit bitter. So this is a drink to drink in the next couple of hours, and it may well take you that long because it is a massive drink. So 2 whole lemons. So flesh, pith, except for the rind, everything just goes into your blender. I'm using a Thermomix, you don't have to, okay? Just use a nice high-powered blender. Next you want 1.5 cups of water. I'm lucky because I've got scales on the Thermi, so that's 330 mils of water. Alrighty, that's in. What do we need next? We need some turmeric. So turmeric is amazing for you. Now you can work your way up to this, but I'm just going to use a full kind of teaspoon. I actually really love the turmeric flavour in the drink. Turmeric is excellent for you. So there's a teaspoon of that. There's also going to be a teaspoon of MCT oil, which is just like fractionated coconut oil. It's the liquid coconut oil that you can buy. If you don't have that, just use a half teaspoon of your normal extra virgin coconut oil. That adds a nice little bit of fat content in there. I'm going to put 3 to 4 drops of the doTERRA lemon essential oil in there because we don't have the rind of the fruit, but we still want to get some of that beautiful flavour, the antioxidants. Lemon is extremely cleansing, and it just adds a beautiful, powerful punch. You could also add a little bit of ginger essential oil, a bit of fresh ginger. That tastes beautiful as well. We're going to do a couple of pinches of mineral salt. So I actually love this brand here. This is Olsen's. They have salt lakes or whatever up near Whyalla in South Australia, so it's a nice South Australian product. Just a couple of pinches of salt, because salt's actually still important in your diet. Just keep it as an unrefined salt so you get your maximum amount of minerals. We will want to sweeten it a little bit depending on how tart your lemons are. So I'm just using some liquid stevia. You could use honey if you wanted to, or some xylitol if you were going sugar-free, something like that. But for me, stevia works really well. Now, I'm doing the equivalent of about 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, so if you were using honey, you'd want a couple of teaspoons of honey in there just to kind of take that real sharp bite of the lemon off. What else do I need? A little bit of protein powder. So this is just a whey protein isolate. Just one teaspoon of that is all that you need. And this actually adds a beautiful creaminess to it, as well as the protein adds a beautiful creaminess. And the other thing that I'm doing is I'm also adding some collagen. So collagen is really good for your hair, skin and nails. Also adds a nice little bit of protein and some amino acids. And it's really readily broken down by your digestive system as well, so it becomes really available to you. So those two just add a nice creaminess to this drink. And if you want, this is purely optional, you can also add some vitamin C powder. So I choose to simply increase my vitamin C for the day. It helps to keep the doctor away. So I'm just doing a teaspoon of that. Throw it in, and I am done. We've just got to mix it up. Now this part, since I find my lid, gets a little bit noisy. So bear with me, I'm going to turn it on and then I'll come back to you. So I blitzed it for a whole 39 seconds, and check out the colour of this. This is a mixture between the lemon and the turmeric powder that gives it this great colour. Can you see that? It is just beautiful. This is just a massive kind of thermal mug. I think it takes about 600 mils or a bit more. I've just got some ice down the bottom of it that I'm going to pour the drink over. And my friends, that right there is a singing canary. Bye. And just in case you were wondering, it tastes delicious. See ya.